The bushfires of 2019-2020 summer were catastrophic. Over 3 billion animals were killed or displaced across the east coast and millions just in the Blue Mountains World Heritage Area alone. In order to recover our wildlife populations, we need to know a lot of information about where they are now, how they're using the landscape after fire, and how we can conserve them under climate change to ensure they have a future. So in order to meet this need, with the support of a Commonwealth Landcare-led bushfire recovery grant, we set up 2 new field projects. The first is called Backstreet Bellows, recording the bellows of male koalas during mating season, which can tell us if they're living in and around developed areas and communities and what threats they face.
I got involved in Backstreet Bellows after a chance encounter with a koala. I was coming home from the school run and I saw a koala out of the corner of my eye, went into the burnt bush. I posted it on our community Facebook page and I was very quickly contacted by Dr. Kelly Lee from Science for Wildlife, who told me about the Backstreet Bellows project, and I was keen to get involved just to find out if there are other koalas in the area. I was given a listening device by Science for Wildlife and all I had to do was put it in a tree on my property. It was programmed and ready to go to listen for koala bellows for 7 days, and then I just collected it and handed it back. I had no idea how easy it was to participate in a project like this.
Over 180 residents put these little listening devices out into their backyards to help us find koalas. We're really hoping to repeat it next season and get everybody participating again. The other project is a camera station project surveying for a whole range of native small mammals to help us understand where they are 2 years after the bushfires.
We set the lure up in front of the camera, so the animals will come in to investigate that, and the camera will detect that motion and take a series of images. We collected over 500,000 images. What we found is that we had a lot of animals in the unburnt areas, which was expected. But we also found that there was very few native animals coming in to use the areas that had a low intensity fire. The low intensity fire is one that's similar to a control burn, and so that has a lot of management implications about how we implement control burns in our landscape. Under climate change, we're experiencing higher intensity fires more frequently, and that means that there's fewer unburnt patches in the landscape. Understanding how native animals use these unburnt patches is really important.
The data generated using these cameras are also contributing to Eyes on Recovery, which is this WWF-led and Google-supported initiatives tracking wildlife recovery across Australia in the wake of the 2019 and 20 bushfire season. That means this work isn't only telling a story of bushfire impacts in the local Blue Mountains region, it's also being applied nationally, which is incredibly important given the massive scale of that bushfire season.
We undertook a third project with support from a Landcare grant, an app called Help Wildlife Near Me, and you can check our website for more information on this exciting project. We're delighted with the success of these 3 projects. We've got a lot of really important information to empower conservation, and we'd like to thank all of the volunteers that participated and all the local organisations as well.